discuss how we can create a mail flow rule in our Exchange Admin Center. So for this, guys, we need to ensure that our rules will get impact created in our Exchange Admin Center. So for this, I will log into my Exchange Admin Center, which is admin.exchange.com. So when I clicked on mail flow in that message trace, and you can see the rules here. So I will create a blank rule here. Let's say to forward the invoices to. So this rule has been created, guys. Now it is disabled. Why it is disabled? So we can check the condition here if you want to enable this. And here, see, now the mail will be received from our GA administrator, who is global administrator, who is having the business office 65 business standard license. And guys, this is responsible for manage sending the group sending the details to the receiver to the forward invoices. Okay, we can edit this, guys, edit rule settings, and here we have not added any condition. So invoice spelling got missed. So invoices to finance team. Okay, so this I have applied the condition. Now this we need to ensure that these rules apply at the organization level. So which organization, like which we have, for which I am part, like Cloud 459, which is my the mailbox, the domain from which I have purchased the subscription from Microsoft, like Cloud 459 on Microsoft.com. So that would be our organization mailbox, and through which it would be managed by the messages would be sent. So this transport rule created, guys, in our successfully. Now it has also been enabled. So now the configuration also you can send check here, and the priority will be low. So no mail will be received from this to other specific user, where it will forward the invoices. So this is, guys, about the mailbox rules. Now admin rules also we can create here, where the admin role groups, it will allow for you gives user the permission to view data. They can complete the task. For this there are specific rule group, there are compliance is there. Okay, and one thing I would like to tell you, suppose while creating rules, when I click on rules, user rules, it is no mailbox flow rules when we create. Okay. Now here on specific rule I can also add, which is called apply, which is a disclaimer. Okay. So this is a disclaimer rule where we need to ensure that the conditions are met, and this is totally up to you that we have to apply this for sender or recipient, or if any attachment is there. So we need disclaimer if you want to give with the attach with this message. So this also we can do it. Okay. So it's a test rule we can give, and you can write a disclaimer. Disclaimer only I can write. Apply this rule if this sender, okay, it is coming from the sender who is sending. So in my case, the sender is this. So I will select this, guys, and apply a disclaimer to the message. Append a disclaimer, correct. Okay, and you can see this. Enter the text if you want to append this text. That disclaimer text we can write here, guys. Okay, suppose I want to enforce any security or copyright issues, so I can mention the message here. So this is all about our groups part, guys, on the. And here also we have to specify the recipient, the specific condition, and next part set rule settings. So for this we have to give at least a disclaimer can be inserted. So we have to wrap a text message here. So we can like I will do test just for testing purpose, and this is the text disclaimer message. I can edit also if I want to any other messages. Okay, so this is the disclaimer and rule settings, from where I can do the rule settings here. Now here the disclaimer is a person, or it's, so we can also set it's a domain. Now except if the sender is, we can also give the property the sender is a person. Okay, and here we can make this exceptions if the sender is person, then only this will apply. Okay, and it will take some time, so I will refresh it. So this is all about our mailbox rules, guys, where we can see that how the rules are get applied and in our mailbox rules according to our user permissions, guys. So thank you for watching.